Hi guys, how we doing? So today is the 17th of May 2023, and 3 weeks ago my new bathroom scales arrived, and I sat there and I looked at it for a good 6 hours before I even dreamt about getting on it, because I was like, oh no, here we go. My entire life I've always said that I wasn't going to have a bathroom scales in the house. But I kind of figured, well, going on this journey, I kind of need to do that. I need to be able to keep a track of things. The amount of times I've been in and out of hospital recently, I kind of need to know my weight. So I need to be able to tell them. Right, so did that. Cool. And I found out I was 27 and nearly a half stone. That's a lot. Now, most of that, I was 17 stone when I moved here. No, wasn't. I was 15 stone, between 14 and 15 stone when I moved here to York 4.5 years ago. Yeah, scary that I've put all that weight on since I moved here from York. Now, part of that is because my estrogen levels got out of control. Part of that is because my entire lifestyle changed. Part of that is because my mental health tanked. There's a lot of different reasons behind it. Bottom line is that I really need to do something, because unfortunately with the back injury that I have, which is a compression I had, what started off was a cascading collapse of my back. Now, obviously, I can't carry that amount of weight and expect that to be manageable and me to be walking. Now, in the last few months, I noticed myself during a major health issue that my back was getting worse, which meant that my weight was packing on and on and on. And normally, the compression will go down and it will come back up again, and that's okay. But unfortunately, my compression compresses onto my spinal cord. So if I'm having compression issues, my fall rate is a lot higher, because the sensors off to my legs get compressed and I'm on the floor. So in an effort not to be covered in bruises for the rest of my existence, amongst other things, because I had been showing signs of pre-diabetes, nothing that the doctors could pick up on, but stuff that I know to look out for. So things like falling asleep after eating, waking up with a dry mouth, not being able to get hydrated, things like that. Edema in my feet, feet and legs, because that was getting really out of control as well. Blurry vision, my eyesight has been getting worse and worse. Part of this can be offset by the CPAP machine. Some of this is, because it blows cold air in your face all night long. The CPAP machine, apparently I've been fighting with it more, so obviously that means it needs to be turned up higher, which I don't want, because if it's forced to pump extra air into my lungs, that kicks off a back spasm in me, that kicks off my back injury, which makes life so much worse. So I decided to get the scales, because I'm going to be doing this wellness for healthiness series very, very shortly, which is based on a plant-based lifestyle. So to get myself ready for that, because I know myself, going cold turkey is not going to work for me. It's not. I live in a flexi household, so my partner is far more carnivore. He grew up in a poor household. He's very used to meat and 2 veg, or white foods, processed foods, that kind of thing. He's very scared of trying new things, so I don't want to force him into that. So we've, over the last few weeks, had to come to an agreement of, I will cook for him, but I'm also cooking for me, okay? But we eat together, so that works. And on the days where I'm not producing something for him, he can take care of himself, and that's fine too. So over the last 3 weeks, and I will say 3 weeks because that's where I've been really intentionally doing it, I've been having pretty much 2 meals a day that are all plant-based whole foods at this point. The other one, whether I have it, forget it, eat what Tanny's having, pardon me, is neither here nor there. I've cut out all refined sugars, so no sweets, chocolates, sugar in my coffee. I mean, obviously when Ben makes me a coffee, I have sugar, but it's not anything like the amount that I was having before. I was going through a 2 litre of Coke probably every 2 days, which is a lot, can I just tell you. That's like 2 of those of sugar just in drinks. Okay. So I'm not using as many fats and oils. The only oils I'm using are cold pressed olive oil, so extra virgin olive oil, and coconut oil. They're the only 2 that I'm using. I do have nut oils as well in my cupboard, but they're more for dressing. The same with sesame oil, is only for dressing. It's not for, you know, it's not for cooking with or anything like that. So that's what I've been doing so far. And only 2 days ago was when I started the 1 minute every hour I'm awake thing on the rebounder. So I'm not really counting that at this point. But I decided that I also didn't want to be jumping on and off the scales every single day. And yesterday afternoon, I decided that I would have a look. Mostly because when I'm trying to walk around the house and do things, I'm constantly pulling my undies up, okay? And I know you probably think that's too much information, but it's like when you're walking down through the hallway and your undies are falling off and you're just like, what the hell, man? Is my Nicola elastic gone in every single pair of underwear I own? What the hell is going on? So I decided to hop on the scales, and to my shock and awe, when I got on there, I was just under 25 stone. I was 24 3/4, which means that I've lost about 2.5 stone in 3 weeks, just doing those things. I haven't got more mobile except in the last couple of days where I've been using the rebounder. I haven't gone anywhere further. I haven't gone for major walks or anything like that because that's still beyond me. I haven't been doing extra things really. I've just been doing basic housework and sitting here doing my writing for the course and all of that kind of thing. And when you put it into that kind of perspective and you suddenly realize that's like 12, 13 kilos, that's an entire huge bag of potatoes. Do you know what I mean? That's like, a case of baked beans, a case of baked beans I have lost in weight in 3 weeks. Now I know there's a lot of people out there that'll be going, oh, but that's too much and la 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 la. And I would agree with you if I'd been starving myself. If I had been going completely the opposite and the other way, where I was suddenly training 8 hours a day, I would agree with you. But it's amazing what the small changes make. And that's what I want to get across here. It's the small changes that make the biggest difference. And you don't realize it until you actually count it. Now, I'm ecstatic, I'm not going to lie. And I have a lot of work to get on with. This is giving me an extra boost to get things done today. So you guys take it easy. Don't lose hope. You've got this. I love you heaps. Mwah.